passionate about this service, mainly because it's one of the services that we provide that not only makes you more efficient and more effective in doing your job, but in the end can actually increase your top line. And so it's very rare that we give an opportunity to increase the top line. And from that perspective, we're very excited about presenting to you today. We're going to basically just kick off with meeting the team quickly. My name is Matt Youngman. I'm the Director of Business Development. I've been with the firm around 4 years. And just my background mainly is in the standpoint of worked for the big eight back in the day and been an executive of some high level retail companies like Amazon and Petco and Charlotte Russe, all of which are relevant to this conversation. So with that, I'll turn it over to Eric.
Thanks, Matt. And welcome all. My name is Eric Pulse. I'm a principal with Eide Bailey. Working in our risk advisory services practice. I've been with the firm about a little over 10 years, and in this risk advisory space, and been working with license and royalty compliance for a number of years. For nearly 20 years prior to Eide Bailey, I was with a large national firm, working in exactly the same space, and doing some work in this license and royalty compliance space there as well. We've got a great lineup today, a great team, all of whom have, all of the participants here have very extensive and relevant experience in this space. And so encouraged to share all of those experiences with you as well. I'm going to pass this off to Audrey.
Thank you, and good morning to everyone. I was just looking at the list of attendees and really excited to see the breadth and depth of different industries, whether it's government or higher education. My name is Audrey Donovan. I'm a senior manager with Eide Bailey, and I've been with the firm 5 years. And I help lead our internal audit practice. And I consider myself a career auditor, have been doing this type of work now for going on 25 years. My experience started with American Express and then into Big Four accounting. Now I'm with Eide Bailey and really appreciate being with this team and excited to be here to present our royalty licensing compliance. I'll turn it over to Ed.
Hi, good morning, everyone. I'm Ed Soriano. I've been with Eide Bailey for 2 years. And prior to that, I've had, over 20 years of experience leading intellectual property go-to-market and strategy development, and basically licensing royalty compliance for companies like Bell Labs, startups in Silicon Valley, did Mars Chocolate, and here, where I reside in Las Vegas, I spent close to 8 years managing, the licensing program for one of the largest slot machine manufacturers. And then most recently, before Eide Bailey, I was Vice President of Licensing for G Ventures, and glad to be here and to share my experience, not only with the team, but with all our customers with Eide Bailey.
I'm just going to do some quick hits on the agenda and learning objectives here today. So we're going to go through just a quick Eide Bailey overview. Who are we? We're going to walk you through kind of our full service solution when it comes to license and royalty compliance. Ed's going to talk about some key terms and benefits, and then Audrey and Ed are going to talk through licensing compliance and a licensing compliance program and audits. And we've got some really good real world examples to share with you. And then Matt is going to share some information with you about our full service basket at that point. And then we're going to open it up to some Q&A.
So the bottom line is we'll talk about this at the end of the presentation, but the main thing that our team wants to let you know is we can provide a full solution, or we can just provide pieces of the solution. This starts basically from the standpoint of, as I mentioned just a second ago, Ed Soriano has the ability to look at your intellectual property and trademarks and even see if you don't even understand how to go to market. We basically can just help you with the contracts, an approach, how to go to market, and things of that nature. We go all the way down through the end where we can do set up a governance plan for you to track everything, make sure before you even are forced to ask your licensees to give you an audit, for us to do an audit on your behalf, to set up a governance program for you. In the end, eventually, a lot of times, unfortunately, it requires an audit to be done. And in those cases, there's usually in the contract is if the difference is somewhere between 3 and 5%, the licensee and the auditee would actually have to pay for our audit. So once again, some of the costs can be transitioned. And then obviously there's a post-contract situation. When the contract's over, we have the ability to set up systems and processes for you and even run those processes for you post-contract. And then there's a slide we'll show you a little bit later on, which basically is a complete turnkey solution. We have a data analytics team as part of our team that's just amazing, that can help you kind of track and do all that, either yourself or we can do that for you.